Welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration. So we are going to continue this tutorial. We'll continue from where we left off. So let's bring in our characters, speakers. Let's start with this young man here. Let's bring him in. So unlike Photoshop, this is normal. When you have this issue, hold your Alt, scroll, then Shift and Alt, drag in like so, Ctrl 0. Okay, I think make sure you hold your Shift and Alt. If not, all right, that's that. Ctrl 0. I have that there. Now I'm going to do some things here. Now in the layers panel, any layer that is highlighted or where you have this blue icon, that is the layer that is first selected. So when I click that there, let's label it pick 1, because I want this layer and this here to be okay. Rec 1 is labeled already, so I want this to be consecutive, so I'll move this. But the funny thing here is that this picture is going to be under. I don't know if that makes sense, because now the part that makes Adobe Illustrator more interesting or different from Photoshop is that in Photoshop is the opposite. The object will be on the rectangle layer, but in this case it's the opposite. So don't forget, this background here is locked, so I'll just right click, choose make clipping mask, and then we have that. Is that okay? So we'll repeat it, so I believe by this time you get the hang of it. Drop, hold my Alt and Shift and Alt, drag in like so, Ctrl 0, and have that there. So let's see what we have. So I'll name it pick 2, clarity sake, and I'll name it rec 2. So make sure you bring this picture under rec 2. Just in case you don't know how to do it, click the layer by left clicking, click and hold, then drag. You will see that there, mean that it's under. Then highlight both of them, right click, then you choose what, make clipping mask. So what we're going to use, I wish you could choose for me, but I'm going to use, let's say this man. Is that okay? So let's bring him in. It's there. Hold my Alt, scroll mouse button, middle mouse button, sorry, Shift and Alt. I have that. Ctrl 0. Do the same thing there. Yeah, my Illustrator is misbehaving already, but it's normal. So let's see, let's call this man pick 3. Okay, then we have this. Okay, I think they are together there, rec 3. So just drag this man below, right? I would highlight, right click, make clipping mask. So we have that there. So that's that. We're getting closer. I'm going to draw a bounding box just to be sure what I'm doing. Let's say a rectangle here. Before I do that, I think I should move this thing down a little bit. I don't know, I'm just thinking like so. Okay, let's see. So we're going to have something like a rectangle there. I think I'm changing this already. I'm changing the layout of this, but it's fine. So what I did here was to choose, remember I choose a green, but I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, what we'll do basically is to, let's go to our Okay, we have our appearance panel here. So go to window, let's look for appearance. Yep, drag it there. So appearance, let's see if we can do something. Let's play with the opacity a little bit. Stroke, there's a few, double click. Yeah, something like that. So just to give it, I think I'm okay with that. So let's move on. Let's move this up a little bit. Let's say it's normal. Okay. All right. So let's see. So what next? We're going to write the names now, right? So let's say Mr. Let's say zoom in. So let's have Mr. Submit or Submit Power. Let's say he's okay, let's make this white. Let's assume he's an Indian. Where's my character panel? We'll drop this to like 12 thereabouts. Is that okay? Something like that. So Mr. Submit Power 0. Let's see in respect to other write-up. Mr. Submit Power, is that good to go? Manageable. Okay, so I think that is that. So let's move on. So we have this there. Mrs. Let's say Hajia side there too. Am I correct? So let's see. Don't worry, we'll align this later. So I'll just click it, hold my Alt to duplicate. Is that okay? Let's say Mr. Dan. Sorry. Dan Scott. Okay, so let's just run something through. Let me call him we'll call him operations manager. For this guy, we're going to make him smaller in the hierarchy. Sorry, smaller I said. Operations manager, maybe bold. Funny, right? But get the idea. Let's name her marketer. So the way I work, we can always do the alignment later. Alignment is not a problem. Then this is going to be CEO. So we have this now. Now let's draw something here. Now, funny enough, I want to draw a rectangle. If I hit my polygon, the polygon should give me access to choose how many sides, but I can't see. But there's a way I draw mine. I'll draw a square, so something like this. I'll choose the right color. Okay. Then come to my A. Instead, come to my pen tool. Let's see. I think there's a 2. Where's my pen tool? P. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So what I did was to use my A direct selection tool, selected that, dragged it until it snapped, which indicates that it's now a what? Which is a half of a square, which automatically means a rectangle. So I'll come here and drag. Okay, seems I didn't get it right. Let's see. There are tools that you can use to achieve this. I think it's in other versions. Click the P. Okay, I think let's just go without tool anyways. So A, let's see, click. Okay, so V, which now move to, yeah, like so. So I think that's what I have. Then sorry, I'm surprised that the add anchor point and all of those is not there. Let's say I decide to okay, then 2 is not still there anyways. Let me check and see. Oh, look at the tools I was looking for. So yeah, that's something we should learn. When you look for a tool in your toolbar and it's not there, it means that it's hidden somewhere here. So I was looking for these 2 tools there so I can drag them in. That's a great deal of relief. So let's try this again. So let's draw. So let's draw. Where's my shape tool again? Okay, all right, we have this there. All right there. So I'll draw something like this, pick the right color, which is this. All right, so I'll come here, I'll pick. Okay, where is the other tool I brought in? I think okay. Now click it. You get the general, right? So what I do is, of course, these are points, right? So once I click that and I just click here, it goes off. So with that now, I still have my rectangle and I can. Nice. I think that is perfect. We get the idea. So I can move this, sorry. And then move this and place there. Okay. So I can move this and place there. Now we're going to do the alignment together. So I will drag, holding my Alt, drag to, holding my Alt. So first thing first, I'm going to click this, hold my Shift, click this, and click this. I'm going to align them, go to my properties panel, align them so they are straight up. I think there's something I'm missing there. So click, so let's say I'll click this, and this. Make sure they're straight. Okay, I'm done with that. Then probably select this and make sure they're, that's cool. Okay, let's do that again. So I'll select both of this. If you observe, it snaps when you look at this, it's snapping at this point. So click these two, make sure they're straight. I think that's good enough. Sorry, this is a common issue if your local machine is not that powerful. So align these two, make sure they're straight, then make sure it aligns correctly, then align all of these three, make sure they're straight, and I think I'm good to go. So next thing is drag this there. Let's have this tree, make sure they're, just in case they don't show here, move to your properties panel, make sure they're straight up there, move them to place. The next thing we'll do is probably align all of them. That might work, I don't know, probably it might. Then make sure it sticks there. Okay, that works. Do the same here. So there's no rule to this, it's about you, how you want to align your work. I prefer this method. You know, it's snappy, right? So it's a snap there, and I'll move this ones up. Okay, so I think that will be that. So when you have this overshooting, just click your view and click trim. So Ctrl 0, that is what we have now. Hope you get the idea. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get my, I think that should be somewhere here, my icons. So because we have, wow, I'll be here, I guess, icons here. So because we have we need some icons. If you observe in this design, we need calendar icon, phone, and location, right? So calendar, location, and phone. Don't worry, I will send this, I will upload this to my Google Drive and send you guys a link. You can use that for your work if you want. I think I've sent it to the wrong place, so we'll send it here. So I will bring this here. Okay, so we're going to make this smaller. Oh yeah, my local machine is misbehaving already. It's normal. It's normal. So let's see. Sorry. So let's do something here. Let's finish up with this part. So we're supposed to have a circle. Sorry, hold my shifts. Something like this. Okay. So I think I should do something about these points. Bring them down quite. Yes, is it there? Move them up a little bit. Make sure they're aligned. Then I can just make this smaller, put it inside. Okay, bring it forward, right? Right click, arrange, bring to front. Right click, arrange, bring to front. Click this, right click, arrange, bring to front. Some of you might have these issues I'm getting, right? Of things trying to, so Ctrl 0. Let's see how it looks. Okay, not that bad. So we're getting closer to finishing up. I might not finish up. I might, let's say, so 25th July 2025. Let's see, just click the 25th July 2025, Control A. We need it to be like cycle. Where is my character panel? Okay, so let's see. So what do we do next? We're going to push this a little bit up there. Let's say something like that. It's normal, huh? So let's see, we used, okay, white, so let's duplicate. Okay, so if your machine is not that strong, you might have the issues too that I'm having. So we're going to be having plus number there, so let's just put a number there. Okay, plus 23480. So what else? Okay, let's say made some something like that. So we just, okay, I'm saying we can be using bold actually. Maybe medium will work for me. So it's just, you know, introduction. This tutorial is to teach you alignment, you know, how to work your way around the interface and stuff like that. So what else are we here to add? Why attend? Blah blah blah. So let's say, forgive me, I would love to copy this. I think we are, it's now this one turn to misbehave. So I'd love to copy this because I guess you get the idea of everything we'll be doing, right? So let me just copy this. We don't have the time to spare again. Writing this up there, everything will work the same way. Relax space this time. So what we could do is paste this there. Okay, paste this there. Then maybe move this up a little bit. So let's see. Yep. So for the sake of hierarchy, I would love to drop this thing down. Now watch what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of having this here. Then this goes up so that only this will be inside. Now it's design, right? A lot of things can go through your head. So for arrangement purpose, this tree can be down. We'll have this up there. So we have this Control 0. I think we are good to go. At only 2 energy water, so let's just get that done. So for me, I'll just draw, let's say something like this. Get my direct selection tool, click, then drag it there, make a curve. I think I used pure white, right? I used pure white there. So am I correct? Yes, at only 2 energy water. So I can duplicate this, or instead let's just type from scratch. So at only 2 energy water. So draw. Things are still moving the funny direction now. It's normal, but yeah, back. So maybe I'll need that to to go up a little bit. In the hierarchy, it's supposed to be quite low. I'll bump this a little bit because I love to use regular font but increased size, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So let's see, Control 0. So I think at this point we've come to the end of this tutorial. Basically what I have to say is that it's not the best of flyers out there. We have a Photoshop tutorial. You can check that out. That is where we'll take you through how to design flyers from scratch, how to use blend modes, how to use masking, how to use different colors and all that. The goal of this tutorial was to just complete the branding that we started off from this logo to, sorry, Control 0, from this design to making this design, then just to, do a basic of flower that will showcase, what Only Two energy drink is all about. So I think that is that. So I'll crown this off by by exporting. Let's see. Really? That's good. Okay, no, this is not mine. This is mine. They're both mine, but this was the one we were working on. Any difference? I think I'll make this bold, kind of. So let's say regular. Let's make it bold, medium at least. Okay. So to export, of course, to export this, I love to use this export as. So I'll use artboard range. I'm looking at the first artboard. So that's where this becomes kind of tricky to use. I'll go to, I think I'm using, there's a folder called YouTube. So call this Only Two water flyer export. So here I can put in the quality. I'll make it, leave it at 150 and hope there's no error. Because what I'm previewing here does not look nice. But let's export and see. There's an error, we'll know. So let's see what we have. Okay. My machine is slowing down. What could be a problem? Okay. It's not previewing. Wow. Okay, I'm having issues here. Okay, I think yeah, it's one of note that to get this clean and clear, I think we messed up with we're supposed to export as JPEG. Now I get the idea. I suspected earlier. So let's export as JPEG, use artboard we'll use this, but in this case, that's a final. Okay, that's a final flyer design training. Let's use that. No, one. Yeah, one. Let's click create. RGB maximum quality. Yeah, it looks familiar now. 150. I think that's that. Then we'll click create. So let's see what this gives us. So go to YouTube. Let's see. So we have that there. Okay, so that's that. It's a simple flyer. Don't forget, it's an introduction to flyer design. I want to keep it so simple, nothing tasky, nothing difficult, just basic design principles. So I want to say congratulations if you went through this course with me, you've been able to design a wordmark logo, you've been able to do a package design using your map art, and you've been able to design a basic flyer. I want to say congratulations. Keep designing, keep working, build your portfolio on Behance, Pinterest. You could use, let's say, Facebook page, Instagram handle, and stuff like that. The goal is to keep building yourself, keep working. If you want to learn flyer design, watch out for our flyer design course in Photoshop and InDesign. You can check our YouTube channel. So once again, congratulations, thanks for sticking around, and I would say see you in the next video. You can follow us at Cre8tiverse on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and so on and so forth. Once again, welcome to Cre8tiverse, your home of innovation, creation, and inspiration.